Would you agree with me that this book of Proverbs is just telling us how important it is to seek wisdom, and that true wisdom actually comes from seeking, God? It is quite funny because it's, showing us that rather than chase what's temporary, we need to fill our hearts with eternity, what's eternal. And yes, I'm really interested in completing this challenge. And this brings us to Proverbs 23, and it is from verse 1 to 35. We're just going to quickly read, right? It says, "When you sit down to eat with a ruler, think about what is in front of you. Put a knife to your neck if you're a man who is given to too much eating. Do not desire his special food, for they are put there for no good reason. Do not work hard to be rich. Stop trying to get things for yourself. When you set your eyes upon it, it is gone. For sure, riches make themselves wings like an eagle that flies toward the heavens. Do not eat the bread of a man who thinks only about himself. Do not have desire for his fine food, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. He says to you, eat and drink, but in his heart is not with you. You will spit up the piece of food you have eaten and waste your good words. Do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will hate the wisdom of your words. Do not take away the old landmark or go into the fields of those without a father, for the one who saves them is strong. You will stand by them and give them help against you. Open your heart to teaching and your ears to words of much learning. Do not keep from punishing the child if he needs it. If you beat him with a stick, he will not die. Beat him with a stick and save his soul from hell. My son, if your heart is wise, my own heart will be glad also. My heart will be full of joy when your lips speak what is right. Do not let your heart be jealous of sinners, but live in the fear of the Lord always. For sure, there is a future in your hope, and your hope will not be cut off. Listen, my son, and be wise. Lead your heart in the way. Not be with those who drink too much wine or eat too much meat. For the man who drinks too much or eats too much will become poor, and much sleep will dress a man in torn clothes. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not hate your mother when she is old. Buy truth and do not sell it. Get wisdom and teaching and understanding. The father of one who is right with God will have much joy. He who has a wise son will be glad in him. Let your father and mother be glad, and let her who gave birth to you be full of joy. Give me your heart, my son. Let your eyes find joy in my ways. For a woman who sells the use of her body is like a deep hole. A sinful woman is a narrow well. She lies in wait as a robber and makes many more men not faithful. Who has trouble? Who has sorrow? Who is fighting? Who is complaining? Who is hurt without a reason? Who has eyes that have become red? Those who stay a long time over wine. Those who go to taste mixed wine. Do not look at wine when it is red, when it shines in the cup, when it is smooth in going down. In the end, it bites like a snake. It stings like the bite of a snake with poison. Your eyes will see strange things. Your mind will say the wrong things. And you will be like one who lies down in the center of the sea, or like one who lies above a ship's sail. They hit me, but I was not hurt. They beat me, but I did not know. When will I wake up? I will look for another drink. Thank the Lord for today. And I'm just going to focus on verse 6, which says, do not eat the bread of a man who thinks only about himself. That's selfishness, right? When you're around someone who only thinks about themselves, you don't want to be. Obviously, the person will always think about the best for him. And he says, do not eat the bread of such person. Do not have desire for his food, because that person is just going to be thinking about himself and himself and himself alone. Wisdom is not, cannot be about emphasized. It's been talked about in how we should train our children. Children are the heritage of the Lord, and it says that when they are doing wrong things, they should be corrected in love, just as previous chapters have said, right? And Talking about wine, this is a sensitive topic because we have this part that says wine is good, wine is not good, but it just says those who stay long over wine. Verse 30. Those are the people who have trouble, who have sorrow, who keep fighting, who keep complaining, who are hurt without reason. I'm not going to dwell on the wine thing too much. I have my reservation about wine, but it actually says it, that wine in the end bites like a snake. It stings like the bite of a snake with poison. Your eyes will see strange things, and your mind will say the wrong things. When you're under the influence of alcohol, you obviously don't know what you're doing, right? And again, you're not going to be wise, because when you're under that influence, you can do and undo. You can do different things that you wouldn't even know you could do. Do have an amazing day. And what do you think about Proverbs 23? I'd like you to comment in the comment section. Have a great day. I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.